Hello class 8th, this is your second chapter, nouns and pronouns, and you all know what is a noun. Noun are naming words, okay, or you can say noun is the name of person, place, animal, things, even ideas and qualities also, okay. So you can see here certain examples are given: town, water, pain, comb, lamp, even Taj Mahal, Allahabad. All these things are nouns. So there are 5 kinds of nouns. First is proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, and material noun. Okay, you can see here in this diagram that is given here. So common noun means that thing is very common, okay, like boy, girls, in this way. Village, doctor, hill, pen, the example that is given here. So the noun which are common for many things or people, that comes in your common noun. What comes in your proper noun? Like proper name, like India, Prayagraj, Goa, Reena, and certain names. Okay, so proper, there has to be proper name. Then comes your collective noun. So collective noun means collection. So collection of common noun is called collective noun. Like if I collect different flowers, it will become bouquet, and bouquet is a collective noun. Okay, then again if I collect different boys and girls, they become students. Okay, so in this way is your collective noun. Examples are given here: army, gang, flock, crowd. Okay, then is your abstract noun. Your qualities, those ideas, all this come in your abstract noun, which you cannot touch. Okay, like honesty, beauty, and intelligence. So all these things are your abstract noun. Then what comes in your material noun? Total materials like gold, iron, copper, milk, the materials which you need to make something. Okay, that comes in your material noun. I know you people have already read all these things in your previous classes also. Okay, so let's directly come to this exercise A. What you have to do here, you have to select the words from this pink box, and then you also have to tell what is their type. Type like these 5, like proper hai, common hai, collective hai, abstract, material, which kind of noun it is also. Okay, so see this first the example that is given here. The innocence of a child attracts me. So innocence is what? Abstract hai. क्यों abstract है? क्योंकि it's a quality, okay, and you cannot touch it. Okay, then is your 2 liters of milk is sufficient for making the pudding. So milk is what? Milk is material hai. Okay, then a swarm of bees gather in the garden. Swarm of bees mean a collection of bees is called swarm. So it's a collective noun. So that's why I've written COL for collective and COM for common. Okay. Then third one, the dash marched to the battlefield. So you know army people. So ढेर सारे soldiers मिला के army बनती है. So that army is again a collective noun. ठीक है. Her dash was appreciated by the teacher. Her intelligence. Intelligence is again a abstract noun. Example of an abstract noun. Okay? It's again a quality. The project has been prepared by the boys of class 8th. Boys. So boys can be like, there are many boys, and boys is common noun. Why it is common? क्योंकि ढेर सारे लोग मतलब जो भी लड़के सबके लिए boys यूज होता है. So it is common. Then the audience enjoyed the music. Music is again an abstract noun. Okay, the children are playing in the park. Park can be any park. ठीक है, until and unless we are specifying the name, ठीक है, एक प्रॉपर नेम नहीं दिया है, इट विल बी अ कॉमन नाउन. अगर कोई नेम हो जाता, ठीक है, सो इट वुड हैव बीन प्रॉपर नाउन. सो जस्ट नाउ इट इज कॉमन नाउन. हर बैंगल्स आर मेड ऑफ गोल्ड, इट्स अगेन अ मटीरियल. देन if we had dash, many problems would have been solved. If we had tolerance, tolerance again is a quality, it's an abstract noun. Then Sachin's sincerity has made him what he is today. Again, this is an example of abstract noun. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Okay, then next is your countable and uncountable nouns. By these names you can get what will be there, like countable, which you can count, and uncountable, which you cannot count. Okay, suppose I'm saying milk, so can you count milk? No. But if I'm specifying it and I'm saying 2 liters of milk, then of course you can count, because it's 2 liter. Okay, then these nouns that can be counted is called countable noun. The examples are books, bags, chairs. ठीक है, ये सब काउंट कर सकते हैं अगर रखे हुए हैं. ओके, देन अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स, these nouns that denote materials, substance, ideas or concept which cannot be counted, like cotton, wood, luggage, rice, sugar. See, why rice and sugar is written here? See, unless and until I'm telling you the quantity, ठीक है, क्वांटिटी जब तक नहीं बताएंगे तब तक यू कैनॉट काउंट. ओके, सो अगेन यू सी इन दिस पिंक बॉक्स वेरियस एग्जाम्पल्स: river, town, class, group, sheet of paper, a grain of rice, a liter of water. You can count these, but if I'm saying count water, you cannot do that. Okay, I hope you're getting the difference. Then what are uncountable noun? India, Cochin, proper noun, only one of a kind. ठीक है, what is there, you cannot count them. Then Rita, kindness, milk, copper, stone, mud, beauty, memory, joy, rice, water. So unless and until I'm telling you the quantity of these materials, you cannot count them. And abstract noun you cannot count. Okay, abstract noun is a feeling, so can you count any feelings and all these things? No, so they are always uncountable. Okay, then words generally used with them are one, two, a few, many, some. So अगर ये सब लग जाएगा, two, a few, many, some, one, then you can count them. But if there are a little, much, some, then no. So these some you will get it clear later on also. Okay, then certain nouns can be both countable or uncountable. There are certain nouns that can be both countable and uncountable. Like, we have bought too many cakes for the occasion, so it is countable. If I'm saying I'm hungry, please give me some cake, then it is uncountable. So यहाँ पे if I'm saying some cake, like, so if I'm giving you this, like, what is the quantity you don't know, so that is why it's uncountable. ठीक है, I have bought too many cakes, so it's a proper पूरा एक cake है, so you can count them. Okay, then similarly nouns like experience, adventure, fish, tea can be used as countable or uncountable. How? If I'm saying give me a cup of tea, then it is countable. If I'm just saying give me tea, it's uncountable. Okay, and then I told you that abstract noun will be uncountable. So he's fond of adventure, it's uncountable. Then the adventure was exciting, it is countable. Okay, then why it is countable in this one? Because the adventure was exciting, so the adventure which was exciting, so we can like have a count of that. But he's fond of adventure, that is pure his expression. You can say his like, you can say this adventure, he likes all those, so adventure can be many, so it is uncountable in that way. Okay, so then you can see the B1, filling the blanks with the correct form of nouns given in the bracket. Now you have to select the word, form of noun which is given here in the bracket. So the first one, we should give dash to the poor. The option is alms and alms. So what is alms? Alms is actually the food or money which we give to the poor. So it is, we should give alms to the poor. Okay, then second one, it is not easy to break these doors made of iron. It won't be irons, it has to be iron. Okay, then please buy 2 juice cans from the store. You can't say you are going to buy 2 juice, you can't do in that, but you can buy juice cans. Okay, do you like fish? It will be only fish. He was giving her advice when the phone rang. Not advices, advice. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Then next is noun case. Okay, noun according to the some cases. Noun may be used as the subject or the object of a verb in a sentence. So it can be used as the subject or the object of a verb. And it can even show possession. So we will discuss each one, like when noun is as subject, then noun is an object, and then when noun will be a possession, one by one. So what is there in subjective or nominative case? When a noun is the subject of the verb, it is said to be in the subjective case. So when noun is the subject, जब noun जो है वो subject की तरह है, then it is said to be in subjective case. तब इसे subjective case में कहते हैं. कैसे पता चलेगा? Like in this first sentence, India won the match against Australia. So if you have to find it out that it is subjective or objective, what you do, you ask the question who or what. Verb जो है उसके respect में, like verb is what? Won. So who won? India won. So it's a subject, so it is a subjective case. Again you can see here brought. So who brought? Boys. So it's a subjective case. Okay, so you just have to ask the question who or what before the verb. Okay, then see this exercise. See, identify the nouns in the subjective case in these sentences. Okay, so verb is what? Looks. So what looks? Her new dress. So her new dress is your subjective case. Then second one, Saurabh Mehta is the subject. So it's a subjective. Then third, played. Who played? The naughty boys. So the naughty boys is your subjective case. Then went up the hill. Jack and Jill went up the hill. So went, who went? Jack and Jill. So Jack and Jill is your subjective case. Then the Prime Minister announced the name of his new cabinet members. So who announced? The Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister is your subjective case. Okay. The next is objective case. So what happens here is when the noun plays the role of a direct object. I hope you all remember direct and indirect object. So I already discussed about this in the last video. What happens, how you find the direct object? If you have to find the direct object, then ask the question what after verb. You have to first find it out what is the verb, and then you have to ask what. Okay, so India won the match against Australia. Okay, so verb is won. So what they won? The match. So the match is your direct object and it is objective case. So when a noun plays the role of a direct object of a verb in a sentence, it is said to be an objective case. So objective case के लिए what we have to do, we have to find the verb जो है, फिर हमें उसमें पूछना है what, and that will be our objective case. Like she stitched a dress. Stitched is a verb. What she stitched? A dress. So a dress is your objective case. Okay. Then exercise D, identify the noun in the objective case. I bought a computer for my brother. So what is the verb? Bought. What I bought? A computer. So a computer is your objective case. Okay. Then second one, the hunter killed the tiger. Killed is verb. What they killed? The tiger. So the tiger is your objective case. Then I arranged the book on the rack. So arranged is the verb. What they arranged? The books. The books is your objective case. Fourth, the fielder dropped the ball. Dropped is your verb. What they dropped? The ball. Okay. Then my mother gifted a bracelet on my birthday. Gifted what? A bracelet. So this is your objective case. Okay. Then comes dative case. What is there in dative case? When a noun or a pronoun plays the role of an indirect object in a sentence, it is said to be in the dative case. So in your last video, I already told you direct and indirect object. So you have to ask to, for, from, whom after the verb. ठीक है, डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट के बाद में, like if I'm saying India won the match against Australia, so verb is one, what they won, the match. ठीक है, and from whom, so Australia. So it is your indirect object, and indirect object will be your dative case. Okay, when the verb, after verb, if you ask what, that will be your objective case, and when you ask to, from, whom, then that will be your dative case. Okay, he gave me a book. So gave is verb, किसको दिया, me. So that is your indirect object. Indirect object is your dative case. ठीक है. Then identify the noun in the dative case. He gave Rani a gift. So gave is your verb, क्या दिया, a gift. So a gift will be your direct, और किसको दिया, that is Rani. So Rani is your indirect object, and indirect object will be your dative case. So Rani is your dative case. Okay. Then Farida sang a song for Raj. So Farida sang, what she sang, a song. That is your direct. Okay. And किसके लिए, for Raj. So Raj is your indirect object, and that is your dative case. Okay. Then third is, have you purchased a mobile phone for your sister? So purchased what, a mobile phone. That is your direct object. और किसके लिए, your sister. So that is your dative case. Rani returned the groom his shoes after an hour. So returned what, his shoes. और किसको, the groom. So the groom is your indirect object, and that is your dative case. Then fifth is, when will you give Ragini your book? So when will you give is your verb, क्या देना है, your books. Books is your direct object, and Ragini is your indirect object. Indirect object is your dative case. So here the answer is Ragini. Okay. Then comes your possessive case. So what happened in your possessive case? When a noun or a pronoun shows possession or ownership, it is said to be possessive case. Ownership, like मेरा है, ठीक है, so we have to use apostrophe s, like Mary's dress is very beautiful, the girls' book are covered, the children's book are here. Okay, so these are playing as possessive case. So a noun in the possessive case answer the question whose in a sentence. किसका है, ठीक है. A possessive noun is marked by an apostrophe. So you can see in these examples, Mary and apostrophe s, the girls and apostrophe. See, when there's a plural, the noun is plural, so apostrophe is written after s. Okay, and even when the last words are ss, like his sound is also there, then also we put s after apostrophe after s. Okay, so use apostrophe to change the following to the possessive form. So you have to use that, and you have to write the possessive form here. Okay, so what is the first one? Please give me the CD of the songs sung by Lata. So किसका possession है, Lata, ठीक है. So it will be Lata's song. So it will be, please give me the CD of Lata with apostrophe s, song, Lata's songs, full stop. Then next is, the house owned by my sister-in-law would be up for sale very soon. So what it will be? My sister-in-law's house. My sister-in-law and apostrophe s. Sister-in-law's house would be up for sale very soon. Then next is what? The new book written by Vikram Seth has become very popular. It will be Vikram Seth's, apostrophe s will be after Seth. Seth's new book has become very popular. Okay. Then is, Raj went to get medicine for the doctor of the colony. So it will be, Raj went to get medicine from the colony's doctor. Okay. Then I love the poems written by Tagore. It will be, I love Tagore's poem. Tagore, after Tagore it will be apostrophe s. Okay. In this way it will be there. You can see this thing. These are the answers. You can tally it. I'm showing you all so that if there is any confusion, you can tally from this answer.